insane damage for the team fight. If you miss your ultimate, your team is going to die. With their comp on blue side though, if Orianna misses her ultimate, that's alright. They still have the Sejuani ultimate, they still have the poke from Corki, and the sustain from Janna.
Yeah, we're still in the first round, and these teams are trying to show what they're made of. To go into the losing bracket, if Red Team loses this one, with such a dominant win rate as far as the aggression and the team fight has gone, despite competition, it's going to be a bit difficult to rally that one. It's going to be a mentality killer. They've got to really try and get back into this game. It could be their last chance to really have a dominant performance in the tournament, because if you get dominated in the first round, it's difficult to rally yourself and really turn that one around in the next one. Blue team, though, such a great showing. Nearly 10k gold lead once again. They've got all the dragons. They just need to take one more step to get the next set of objectives, and they will be looking to team fight and close this game out probably around the 35-minute mark. It is well on the way with the snowball.
Well, with the way the comps are played out, the Sejuani, although it threw up for a loop, pulled out so many tricks in this game. Having a 2-0-4 Sejuani does a ton of damage, and looking at her build, she knows that Ziggs will do insane damage as well as the full AP Amumu. He went Moby Boots, which I can understand. He needs that move speed to get from point A to point B in as much time as possible, and then from those ganks, he can try snowballing, but it's already in the mid game. Amumu kind of falls off now, so they're going to need to start getting extremely passive, start poking out the enemy comp, and just start dominating lane any way possible.
Well, the thing with Amumu's build, beyond just Moby Boots, is he's gone with so much AP, he's not very tanky. As you were saying, he needs to be on the front line of his team. He should be tanky right now. He should be able to engage and remain engaged and be very annoying for the enemy ADC. He should be a dominating force in this game, but he's just not there at this point. He's so far behind, he's not doing that much damage, yet he built damage, and they're just losing turrets because of the pressure of blue side.
The main reason that blue side is doing so well in teamfight, not only the CC and the vision in sight, they also have the tank of Sejuani that does damage with tankiness, which is impossible to build against. If it goes against your maximum health and builds with her maximum health, you are not getting away from that.
Yeah. At this point, if you're on the red team, you have your one play. They've, in a way, comped for this exact situation. Jax can still split push, Ziggs can still hold the line of the enemy's team push, and Tristana can still eventually become very powerful in the late game. Though it's very much delayed now, she still will get that point where she is nearly an unstoppable force. That would be more like 30 minutes from now, but it is still potential. They've got to use the Ziggs, get that mana blue buff, get him clearing those waves, get Jax trying to get some kind of objective somewhere, putting pressure on the map, force the enemy to react to you by just blatantly defending with your champion picks. They do still have that option to try and draw this one out, and it's really their only play, because they're so far behind right now, they can't fight, they can't really defend their turrets in a 5v5 scenario. They've just got to get Ziggs to the point where he can just use so many bombs that they'd be tanking turrets in the face while Jax is getting free objectives, and that is a perfect scenario to be in Amumu.
That is, because the Amumu ultimate will lock down everybody and anybody.
Yep.
And it lasts for so long that Thresh has enough time to get away from the minion line, land a fantastic hook, dive into the middle of their team, and keep them under turret for even longer than what they expected.
Yeah, exactly, and that's really their only play at this point. Corki, we are seeing now the Corki of strength. This is the 2-item plus boots Corki. He is huge, he's 3-0-2. He has a lot of damage, he does it really quickly, and he does it fairly well sustained over elongated team fights. You don't want to fight this Corki right now. You want to fight this Corki in 20 minutes when it's not as effective. So Red Team is so far on the back foot that they are just trying to ward up the objectives. It's a strong play, so we're going to wait for this one to be drawn out, let Jax farm, let Tristana farm, let Ziggs farm, and then maybe we'll have a movement randomly go on Sejuani, and then the Ziggs bomb's going to miss. Sejuani a little bit caught up, but she does get the backup from Orianna. There is no shockwave yet, but the movement has been taken very low. It's a 4-man Sejuani ult, followed probably very quickly by a 4-man shockwave, but it's not on the Sejuani anymore. Orianna's on the wrong side of the wall. Mumu goes down. Sejuani cannot follow any further. The flash comes up for Jenna and Tristana. They're trying to close the gap. The exhaust is on the Thresh. He's a bit slowed. Lands up on Orianna. He's still going to go down to Orianna herself. As when Tristana takes an extra step forward, will get killed by Kha'Zix, who will jump underneath the turret, missing the shockwave is Orianna, but Ziggs will still go down. The Mega Inferno bomb will be enough to get the GA of Kha'Zix, but not Kha'Zix. They are still skunked.
This is just a fantastic game. I mean, if you look at the Kazakhs build, that early GA saved them from getting a single death. They are playing this properly, knowing that turret dives with Kazakhs can be effective if you stay alive and have enough sustain. Kazakhs not having any lifesteal is... Well, there goes the inhib. Kazakhs having no lifesteal, his tower dives are not that strong. He has insane damage with armor penetration, but outside of that, what does he really have? He has no sustain, and he can get soloed out extremely quickly.
Time for a desperation Baron, boys. Let's go. They're going for Dragon.
Just don't pull a Dignitas.
Up on it. No, this Dignitas are nothing right now. You're 15-0. Let's go. 30 minutes in, they got some kind of ish low health bars. Hopefully they back before you walk into that blue ward. Let's go, boys. Come on. Come on, Trist. We're gonna, okay, they pinged it, they didn't want to do it. Or do they? I'm not sure. They're still thinking.
They're just trying to clear it out, get rid of the vision, you know. They're just trying to play with our heartstrings a little bit.
Come on, you got all 5 members there. Corky's in the middle of backing. Sejuani's not there. Oriana, well, you don't know where any of them are, but you can kind of see your area. They could have gone for it. It would have been desperate, but it might have been their only counterplay because they've already lost an inhibitor. And when you're Ziggs, you want to have all your inhibitors standing because then you have something to defend. With that gone, there's just not much any of them can do.
If they want to go for that Desperation Baron, they have to do it now and do it extremely quick.
I think it's already too late.
By now it is. They already got the inhib down, and there's no way to come back from it.
That Ninja blue ward too, sitting the whole time. Now there's a pink on it, and they're just not going to be controlling Baron. They had a little window of opportunity, which they actually pinged out to go and do it, but they decided to just take a little bit of the safe road. And at the end of the day, I think even in football, if you're too safe, you end up giving the enemy team points or something. Well, in this case, they're playing so safe, they're going to give the enemy team the game.
Exactly. And if you look at this, Sejuani appears to be caught out, but taking all the damage from 4 members of that team, only going down to half.
Oh, there's a concept with the shockwave, and he's going to get a Thunder Stun, but that's enough. And he's going to continue to follow this one through. He will get hooked up as a first set, maybe will land on the 3, but Corky's not blocked by his moving around very quickly. He's building AP, and he's not going to stay alive much longer. Kaz is continuing to follow this up after the double kill. He's looking to get Ziggs. He'll get it with the W after the satchel charge. Fresh.
Here comes the tower dive.
Let's do some turret magic here. And he's dead.
There was no way he could survive from the AP ratio of Sejuani, pulling out so much damage with her permafrost. It's just insane. And now the flash from Sejuani.
Good flash, man.
Well, when you're ahead 19-0, so much gold, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Let's just go 5-man our rates right now, man. We're fine. We got time.
Nah, man, we got a 5-man our white camp. There's so many of it.
So many of it. This is an unfortunately but simplistic design. Jax is split pushing. We have a split pushing Jax, and we have super minions on his Nexus. So he's going to try and push this one back a little bit. Sejuani's at a counter, and Sejuani is definitely the one who is more fed. So it's going to still be in blue team's control. I'm thinking it'll be one more push. They've got the Baron. They've got control of the map. They've got Jax on a leash. It's looking like a GG.
I'm surprised that Red Side has not surrendered at this point. Because their team... I guess so, but I guess in League, if you surrender, it
they
shows
will get a kill. Understand?
They want that, but it may not happen. It's kind of like putting, you know, Samsung White against a bronze team. It's, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. But I'm just saying that blue side's playing so fantastic.
It's like Samsung White versus pretty much anybody.
I guess so.
Samsung White is no longer a team, thankfully. That would have been...
I guess their only goal was to win the Summoner's Cup, and they did that. So we win the cup, it's GG, we're out.
The cup should say GG on it.
It should.
It's like on the inside.
I think, yeah, it's engraved on the inside saying GG WP.
No,
or I guess if it's Korea, it should be QQ. QQ. Because that's what they say over there is QQ, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But as we see
Fresh
here,
with almost a money hook, that would have been an interesting engagement with the tower.
If he had that Heat Seeker hook, this would have been a completely different fight.
That would have been an interesting fight. I would have seen who would have gone in, got a 5-man curse of sad money. Meanwhile, Fresh is dead. Good flail though, but it's gonna be followed by 5-man stun by Jax. And now a lot of damage coming out of Ziggs. Here's the mover. He will get a sad money in the first blood.
First kill for Red Side.
First kill for Red Side. Woo! Yeah! They got one, boys!
GG, Fed!
Blue team surrender. This is going to be an easy push. They're going to get at least 2 inhibs on the back of this one. Probably going to get top and mid.
Sejuani doesn't even have to care.
It's just looking like it. They got to kill. They did it. That's why you don't surrender. It's never GG until it's all over. It's all over now. TP, bro.
Oh man, that TP, I mean, oh, look at that. And this is game 34-20 in the game. 34-29, 24-20. Such a large kill potential and gold lead by blue side. Nobody would have seen that coming from the comp.
If you are blue team right now, you've got to be feeling confident going into the next round. Good luck to red team. You got to rally it back up, try and turn this one around, focus up, realize what happened wrong, recomposition. They had a good comp, but they just never got the opportunity to lose it. It was like it was simplistically an outclass. They didn't get enough in the lanes to be able to sustain and use their composition. And at the end of the day, that's all that it takes. 24-1. It will still be a victory for the blue team, as we will be going on a quick break here once again to realize what game we're going to be going into next. I believe we'll now be going into the bottom side of the bracket.
We just need some time to recollect ourselves after such an amazing game by blue side.